Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Lions defense that needs to be ready for that.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. First carry for Samaje Perine. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now a first down throw, Luck, and incomplete to open things up. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on third down, Luck. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. It's Pirine to begin the drive. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Detroit, and even 50 yards on the ground. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Gino now to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Red zone opportunity. Now Pirine. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck going deep here for, he's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Luck. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And what? That makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Rivers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And here a juke. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Off of play action. Love. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Love. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
God, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, it's Love. The swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A second down throw for Rivers. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now a carry for Pirine. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Rivers now to throw on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll run it here with Pirine. Finding some room at midfield. Cuts it out to the sideline. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for the Lions. 57 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Phillip Rivers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A really nice guys pick up a 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Locke eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he's got some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 1st and 10, Locke forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nate Orchard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
After the run, Luck going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They start on the ground with Piron, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Rivers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's McKinnon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart. Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck on first down. A swing pass caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Parker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. And someone come up with something to slow them down.
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jensen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
On second down, Rivers again. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Rivers. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Screen play. McKinnon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the gun, here's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Pirine. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The final shot before the break. Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Murray's kick is up and good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Luck. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, here's Luck. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. McKinnon always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Throwing is Luck. Flushed out right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Luck on the sneak.